$500 a day just by selling AI services like content and chatbots. Now, I know that sounds like a pretty bold claim, maybe even one of those get-rich-quick fairy tales. But today, we're going to break down a system that points to a very real opportunity that's opened up in the market, and we're going to explore exactly how it's supposed to work.
Think about this quote for a second. While you were scrolling, someone just made $500 using AI with zero experience. I mean, that's a statement designed to make you stop scrolling, right? And it really gets to the core idea we're exploring today. This claim that all the old barriers, needing tech skills or a huge online following, they're just being wiped away by these new AI tools.
Okay, so what is this system? And more importantly, how does it actually work in the real world? That's the exact question we're here to answer. Let's really unpack the strategy, the services, and the specific step-by-step actions that are supposedly making all this possible.
So here's our roadmap for the next few minutes. First, we'll look at the big picture, what people are calling the AI gold rush. Then, we'll get really practical and look at 3 specific services you could offer. From there, we'll walk through a plan to land your very first client, how to scale that into a real income, and finally, we'll talk about the one mindset shift that seems to be the secret ingredient to it all.
All right, let's dive into section 1, the AI gold rush. The key idea here isn't just about the cool new tech itself. Nope, it's about this massive gap that has just suddenly opened up in the market. A gap between people who get AI and the businesses who desperately need it. And this number is everything. 90%. The source material claims that 9 out of 10 business owners know they should be using AI, but they are completely and totally overwhelmed. It's like they see this huge wave coming, but they have no idea how to surf. That gap right there between knowing and doing, that's the entire opportunity we're talking about.
Okay, so if businesses are so overwhelmed, what are they actually willing to open their wallets for? Well, this system breaks it down into 3 specific high-demand services that you could start offering, like, right now.
This is where things get really interesting. First up, you've got AI content systems. Think social media posts, emails, that sort of thing. Then there's AI video and visuals, creating stuff like reels and ads for businesses. But look at that third one, AI sales and service. This is where you're building chatbots that automatically follow up with a business's leads. A single setup for just one client here could potentially hit that $500 a day goal all by itself. So, knowing what services to offer is one thing, but how do you actually get someone to pay you for it? This next part lays out a really concrete 7-day action plan to go from absolutely zero to landing your very first paying client.
What I love about this timeline is just how manageable it makes the whole process feel. It's not some vague, fuzzy goal. It's a series of focused sprints. You spend a couple of days picking your service and making some samples, a couple of days finding clients, a couple of days reaching out, and then on day 7, you deliver some free value and you make your pitch. Simple.
Let's break that down even more. Step 1 is to pick. Just choose one service, like content creation, because it's the easiest to start with, and master the tools for it. Step 2, identify. Find a list of 50 specific businesses. Don't just say small businesses. Get super specific, like roofers in Chicago. Step 3 is the outreach, which we'll get to in a sec. And step 4 is the absolute key. You deliver a free sample that is so good they feel like they have to work with you before you even ask for any money.
And this is the exact message the system recommends sending. Just look at the psychology here. It is not a sales pitch. The words free sample and no strings attached just remove all the risk for them. And saying I'm building my portfolio is honest and it's disarming. The whole thing is designed to get an easy yes that just cracks open the door for a real conversation.
Getting that first client is always the hardest part. So let's talk scaling. How do you turn that one little win into a predictable income that actually hits that $500 a day mark?
Well, here's the vision for that scaling, a monthly income of $15,000. That averages out to exactly $500 a day. And the math here is pretty wild because it shows you don't need hundreds of clients. According to this system, you only need 3, just 3 high-value clients paying you $5,000 a month each. The big question, of course, is how do you get a client to pay that much?
And the answer is pretty simple. You stop selling tasks and you start selling results. See, instead of charging for 10 social media posts, you charge for a monthly content system that grows your audience. You package your services into tiers, like the bronze, silver, and gold packages you see here. That gold package isn't just about doing more work, it's about delivering a much bigger and more valuable outcome for that client's business.
This brings us to the final, and you could argue, the most important piece of this entire puzzle. Because it's not really about the AI tools or the sales tactics, it's all about the mindset, the thing that separates the people who just watch this stuff happen from the people who actually win.
This slide just captures the whole idea perfectly. Most people, they're over here on the left side. Show me it'll work first, then maybe I'll try. They're waiting for some kind of guarantee. But the person who actually succeeds, they're on the right. You know what? Let me try this, and I will create the proof myself. They don't wait around for permission or certainty. They create it by taking action.
And that's really the main takeaway here. The biggest obstacle isn't learning how to use some new AI tool. It's making that simple, internal decision to just start, before you feel 100% ready. It's all about choosing to act instead of getting stuck in endless analysis.
And that really leaves us with this final question. This whole AI revolution, it's happening, whether we're ready for it or not. The opportunities are very real, but they favor the people who move fast. So the only thing left to decide is which side of the line you want to be on.